Hey guys, welcome back to Brick System Brothers. Today is January 5th, 2023, and it has been all of 4 years since Josh and I started this YouTube channel in 2019. So going into our 5th year after today, I didn't get to our 2022 footnotes recap. I was thinking I would be able to get back and do kind of a end of year recap, but instead, Josh and I just sat down and looked at some of the upcoming sets. So we did put that video out in December. About mid-June last year, we passed 100 hours of content. So all of our videos that are out so far, to actually watch through all of those, it would take more than 100 hours now. And I think our watch hours this year was 9,040. I don't know all-time watch hours off the top of my head, but despite kind of dropping off in the second half of the year, our numbers were staying pretty steady, so I was happy with that. We did have a little bit of a slowdown in our views and watch time, but like I mentioned in the intermission video, a lot of the stuff that we've put out in those 4 years is still going on momentum. So there's not a lot of videos that are keeping it up. Like, most of the time I'll put a video out and it gets about 150 to 100 views and then it just kind of drops off. But there are a significant number of what are known as like the evergreen videos. So some of those topics that people are still searching for, specifically our tutorials, and then some of the stuff I did about our bulk hauls and job lot stuff. That's been doing pretty good and seems like it will be continuing to do so. So that's encouraging. That being said, I do want to pick up the pace a little bit this year. One of the things that I plan to do is at least one review a month, a set review. Not sure if that's going to be something that kind of takes the place of footnotes and so it comes out at the end, or if it will just kind of be as I'm able to get to it, but I would like to set that as a goal and do one new set review. Maybe not limit to new sets, but I do have a couple things that are sealed from purchasing that haven't really had a reason to open up, and this might be a good time to do that. Speaking of that, I did want to mention two sets I was able to find a good deal on. The first one is our 76832. This is the XL-15 spaceship from the Lightyear movie. I haven't seen the movie, but this set did catch my eye. I think it's a nice looking build. And like Josh and I mentioned, this yellow windshield canopy piece is now something, if I'm interested in parting out or building from parts that Blacktron set, I'm going to need this canopy. So this set is usually $50. I found it the other day for $40, so 20% sale on the spaceship. The other one here is our Iron Man Armory 76216. This set's usually $90, and that is something I'm not willing to spend on something with less than 500 pieces. I think some of the people that have bought this are able to justify it with the Iron Man minifigs, and I do agree, these are some great minifigs and characters, especially getting our Whiplash and an alternative Tony Stark. The other thing I like about these Iron Man figures is the helmet. They have the old style helmet with the separate piece on the mask. So I am a fan of the figures and the set itself. I was just not going to pay $90 for it. Thankfully, I did not have to. I found this one for $65. So there are some decent clearance deals going out. If you can get to a Walmart, or some places might not have them, I do recognize that. But there is a couple sets that I have found and am willing to go ahead and get for that reduced price. Decent savings on two of these somewhat recent sets. I know this one is from this year. The Infinity Saga, this might be back in 2021, not for sure. It has been on shelves for a little while. Another reason I decided to go ahead and get it now, I don't know how much longer we'll be seeing this Iron Man set. So these two, you will probably see these again this year. I'll be reviewing these one a month. Josh might step in and work on some of those reviews as well. I think he's got some Speed Champions ready to go. Some other numbers from last year. Out of our total 628 videos, 86 of those were added in 2022, and those 86 videos total up to 16 and a half hours of content. Not bad. Most of that was coming in the first half of the year. January especially was a very high output month. Best video of the year was the April 12th transparent neon orange legacy video. I was able to go into a little more detail about that color. how it looks like it is pretty much retired at this point. And then another channel, RR Slugger, was able to do another review, kind of recap of the color. I think they did a really good job with that. Those two videos kind of both had some success. The RR Slugger video more so, I would say, but was glad to get some of the kickback out of that. Currently 4,300 views, and we also gained 70 subscribers from that video this year. That was the top 2022 video. I do want to thank everyone around here for sticking around, continuing to watch, even through some slower times this year, but still planning on keeping up with some of the projects. Yeah, not wanting to drop off completely by any means, but with a new full-time work position, some of the priorities got shifted this year. Probably won't be back in the ballpark where I think it was the end of 2020 going into 2021 we're averaging over a video a day. I don't think that's going to come back anytime soon, but it was a really good time for the channel, and I'm glad that it did happen. So yeah, thanks for watching along today, guys. A special day on the channel marking the start of everything Josh and I worked on for a while. We're in different places now, but we still do have interest in LEGO. I think where we're at is a little bit different from where we were 4 years ago, but still very much invested in different ways into the hobby, and looking forward to where LEGO is going to go this year. So definitely keeping an eye on what sets will be coming out. Keep an eye out for those reviews. A couple other projects that are up here may or may not make it to in front of you guys, in front of the camera, but you know, there's a whole year ahead. Lots can happen. So stick around, and we'll see you next time on Brick System Brothers.